27. Winston. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
First down, New York.
They go play action. Winston. He'll get this into the hands of Travis Fulgham. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 32. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. And to give this time to the tailback. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber that runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get through as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league that's told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
New York.
The numbers in last week's contest for Ingram: 6 catches, 69 yards.
And the competition gets a little bit tougher here because he's got to go against the #1 ranked defense in the NFL against the pass, the latest incarnation of the no-fly zone.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. From the gun, Winston. They'll roll him out right. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Jameis Winston hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away.
Here's Mecole Hardman. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So here now the Cowboy offense onto the field to get their first crack at it.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
I guess we're going to have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot, versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun. Love. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
It's a gain of 12. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer. Exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive. Stop them on the first drive defensively.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Jabril Peppers is deep for the Giants. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Jabril Peppers on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Jameis to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We always talk about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
So they went 2 yards in the wrong direction on the last pass play, and now it's 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 9 catches, 122 yardage-wise, and a score as well.
And he leads the NFL in receiving yards as we come down the home stretch. Weather may be changing across the country, but his consistency remains the same. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
To the air again. Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On second down now. It's Elliott. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Love, this is 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Brings up 2nd and long.
On second down, Barkley gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back.
It's a gain of 4.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
On 3rd down, Winston rolling to his left. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Draw play, Elliott. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Number 21.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knock the ball away.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Coverage on the play by Trayvon Diggs.
On second down, Winston again. Finds his tight end, Ingram. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll set him back for a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. That was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. These two teams all tied after one.
7-7.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. On 3rd down, Love. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, Winston. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Throwing, Winston. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down at the 32-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 25.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And Barkley did not get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Fourth down and no hesitation from Matt LaFleur as he sends out the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Nicole Hardman on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Elliott. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
A first down carry by Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Love now on 2nd down.
The 42-yard line.
That one complete. He finds Shark. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
We used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
On first down, Elliott might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use it. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. Line of scrimmage. Again, the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. DK Metcalf, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Giants take over 1st and 10.
New York ready to go again offensively. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Play action now. Winston. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Again, it's Winston. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Jordan Love in this offense, ready to get the football back. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Working out of the gun, Love. Open man right side is Shark. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st and 10, Love. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Xavier McKinney.
On 2nd down, Love once more. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. This is Elliott. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Here's Tommy Townsend now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game, as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon. Thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the 2nd half of the season. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And in the 2nd quarter, it is the Eagles who are out in front. Carson Wentz has thrown a couple of touchdown passes there. From there, we head to the Big Easy to check on the Saints at home in the Superdome. And they've got the lead over the visiting Denver Broncos. The Saints looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And at this point, they trail the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Preston Williams, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the 2nd half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Love from the gun. He'll find Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. From the gun, Love. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
Again, it's Love. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
No gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Lions take over the 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
He's going to let this one go deep and almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line? Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle. So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 25.
They go to Elliott again. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On third down, Love. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants going to take over again on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, it's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jordan Love in this offense, ready to get the football back. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there. Excellent. Because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Love. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Love from the gun on third down. He's got his tight end fan, and he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That makes things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. From the gun, Love. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
Operating from the gun, Love. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a fourth and goal.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
The score, Cowboys 24, Giants 10.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
25-yard line.
And the Giants ready to come out now. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Here's a second and 2 now from the 33. To throw, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
First down, New York.
A first down throw for Winston. Sliding out of the pocket, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Winston, catch made by Fulgham. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And Winston lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Taken down at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, Love. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
On 3rd down, Love. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Love. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To throw again, Love. Looking for Chark again. This time he's got him. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This is the tight end fan. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On the option, Love will hang on to it. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a 1st down.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. The extra point up and good. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
On the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. 1st down, Winston. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
1st down, Giants.
Working out of the gun, Winston. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. A gain of 6 there on 1st. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw again on 2nd down, Winston. And he'll complete this one to Fulgham.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
What's the deal, y'all?
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Again, it's Barkley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This time it's 3rd and 3. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Travis Fulgham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. Here's Hardman on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. First down, Love to pass. Completes it to Hardman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Here's Love. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. Touchdown, Cowboys! DK Metcalf, 51 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Yeah, the final tally, as told by Next Gen Stats, he hit 21.5 miles per hour. Whoa.
He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown.
Set to kick off.
Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Jameis now on 1st down. On the move to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw is Winston. This one over the middle, complete to Fulgham.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Well, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there.
And the pressure gets to him again. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th.
Elliott on 1st down, got to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Cowboys, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.